I want to talk about this article. Right. Here's what is at the top of the page. I don't even know really how to talk about this. I've filmed already one version of this video, but I'm going to film it again. And here's this, right? Actually, the first time that I did this video, this said 360, and there was some ad for, I think it was Korean Air had an ad line talking about dreams and that sort of thing. And now here's this. I'm assuming this has to do with the videos of me. And the fact that they're talking about it being raw, like what they mean is RAW. Well, yeah, you know, I mean, you put a camera in somebody's bathroom, you don't, you know, and they haven't, you know, haven't said it's okay with them. They're not trying to be videotaped. They don't know about it. You know, I don't know what else do you expect? What do you expect? You know, it's not like it's fair to me. It's like there's nothing about this as anything. It's just total sexual assault. Every second of it is sexual assault, and all the sneering is sexual assault, and all the promotion of it is sexual assault, and anyone and everyone who tries to tell me I should feel some other way about it than the way that I feel, that's actually, you know, just a form of serious disrespect. Right? Disrespect, at least for my intelligence. You think I don't know how to feel about this because I tell you that I do. Right? This is not something that I chose. This is not something that I asked for. This is not something I've ever said yes to. Right? I haven't done that. All right. So this article is this. It's from the search result about this. And I wanted to read at least some of it. Oh, and look, it's like a Viagra. It's definitely appropriate for, yeah, it isn't, right? It isn't certainly for this article. Yeah, all right. Police in New Zealand say they're powerless to arrest two boys who've caused outrage with online boasts about raping underage girls too drunk to fight back. The alleged offenses happened 2 years ago, but were only made public this week after local media came across a Facebook site which named and slut-shamed girls the boys had allegedly attacked. Her face and voice disguised, one of the alleged victims told 3 News. Now, 3 News, huh? I just kept blacking out because I had drunken too much. You could say I got raped. I had sex with 3 guys at once. Okay, and here's this. As far as that quote, that's what they're referencing here, right? That's what they're saying. They're saying that it's her fault. It's her fault, and it's the fault of other girls who end up in bad situations, right? It's just you know, oh, you gotta be kidding me. Right, it's not the fault of the adults who didn't put a stop to any of it. You know, there are so many things, and so many people whose fault this entire situation is. You know, and yet here it is. Right, this one, you know, is trying to promote the conglomerate's agenda. This one is trying to blame it on that victim just because of that one quote in that article. So it absolutely is doing that. Oh yeah, just 3 easy steps. The alleged defenders, a group of them school-age boys, call themselves the Roast Busters. Until this week, police said they'd been boasting of their exploits on a number of websites, including Ask.fm and Twitter, as well as the Facebook site, which has been shut down. In a video posted to YouTube, 2 boys made no attempt to hide their faces as they told the camera, "We didn't choose the roast. We don't choose the roast chooses us. They know what we're like. They know what we're in. They know what they're in for." And I don't think they do, to be perfectly honest with you. Right? I mean, I don't think that. Sorry, excuse me. I try not to cough. But sometimes my throat has been like this lately. I don't know why. I'm sorry. No, I don't think they do. They do not, and that's what it means to abuse young girls. They don't know. They may even think that they do, but they don't. Right? And that's why there are laws to protect them. And that's why those laws are supposed to be enforced and respected, right? Prime Minister John Key described the boys' comments as extremely disturbing and disgusting, but appeared to sympathize with police who say they're unable to file charges until one of the alleged victims makes a formal statement. And despite one of the girls appearing on TV, police say no one is willing as of yet to file an official complaint. Now, why is that not surprising? Look at what's happening to me, right? Look at what's happening to me. And look at what's already happened to them. Right? Look at the publicity they've already gotten, that they were already getting before the media even found out about any of it, right? Why wouldn't they be afraid? Why wouldn't they be afraid? You know, it's difficult enough to deal with sexual assault, even if the media hasn't found out about you. You know, but in this situation, with everything the conglomerate's been doing for all these years, why would they just, you know, run into the police station and say, oh yeah, that's something I want to do. I want to just file like an official complaint, right? You know, and deal with everything that's going to happen because of it, and, you know, deal with everything that you know, it's you know, and deal with the media and deal with all of those things. Police say they have been actively monitoring the group since the alleged offenses were committed in 2011. They say the Facebook site appeared for the first time a couple of months earlier this year and reappeared a few weeks ago. Officers have been monitoring the site for enough evidence to warrant an arrest, but were unable to find any before 3 News informed Facebook of its existence and had the page shut down. Unable to find any evidence. Unable, I don't think is really the word. Maybe you chose not to, right? Or chose to ignore what you did find. Police say they've spoken with the boys, but they have not admitted anything that constitutes a criminal offense. We have interviewed 2 of the boys on Monday again, but we're still not in a position to take immediate action. Well, they weren't in a position to take immediate action for 2 years. You know, it's about to be 2014. Waitemata Police District Commander Superintendent Bill Searle told CNN, the online claims themselves are not enough to warrant a prosecution. They might be morally inappropriate and unacceptable to us, but we have to deal with evidence that would be admissible in a court of law, and we haven't got to that stage yet, he said. Searle refuted allegations that no action had been taken because one of the boys is an officer's son. The other is said to be the son of a Hollywood actor, according to local press reports. NZ Police, as New Zealand, take any allegations of criminal offending by any of its officers or their families extremely seriously, and recent cases have highlighted that police will not hesitate to thoroughly investigate staff facing allegations of a criminal nature and will put them before the court if there is a case to answer. Searle said in a statement, police declined to confirm how many boys were involved in Roastbusters, but said the 2 ringleaders led a core group as well as an associated group. The boys were attending at least 2 different schools at the time the alleged offenses were committed, but all have since graduated. Police said it's believed they're now around 17 to 18 years old. Police also declined to confirm how many victims were involved, but said it was a relatively small number. 1 would be too many, and confirmed that at least one had attempted suicide, which is not surprising. There's no doubt they've been severely traumatized by their involvement, Searle said. Police have been counseling the girls since the alleged offenses was reported, but have yet to convince any to come forward and file a formal complaint. We understand it's a very difficult situation for them, and it would be a very difficult situation for them if they were to come forward for a court case, Searle said. The case has inspired a number of online vigilante groups. Police said they are monitoring online death threats made against the boys and that action will be taken if anybody oversteps the mark. And this, you know, yeah, okay. You're not supposed to make death threats. You know, vigilante groups are not. You know, they really shouldn't be allowed to do anything, right? They shouldn't form in the first place. But this you got to be kidding me. Action's going to be taken. What's going to happen? You're gonna allow the situation to continue. Not charge the boys. Allow anger to just explode so that the death threats do happen, and then arrest the death threat without arresting the boys.